Banks, 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 read all about it. The banks are coming into play. Again, blockchain technology. Bitcoin was created to get out of the system, but here it is, guys, right? Ripple has infiltrated the current financial system, and they're about to take over it. This is why the king is pissed off, right? He's forced to adopt and innovate. Now, here we go! In a significant development for the cryptocurrency world, the Bank of Japan has announced its decision to leverage Ripple's digital asset XRP to streamline cross-border payments. Right? This is haters everywhere, guys. Right? Haters are literally crying everywhere because you guys want to know how many people hate Ripple and XRP. Today we're going to talk about it. We were supposed to talk about it in the previous video. It was going to take a long time, but today in this video we're going to explain why these people are such haters, guys. Right? Why they're hating XRP. But when we talk about Bank of Japan, they did say by 2025, guys, right? They're going to use XRP. And what's funny is he shares his thoughts on Bitcoin and Ripple, but he stated that XRP is expected to gain massive adoption in the long term, right? In the long term, Chris Larson did say liquidity wins at the end, guys, right? The long term winner will be all about liquidity. So I don't know about you guys, but XRP is truly the chosen coin out here, right? Not to mention, XRP is the only coin who has regulatory clarity on paper, right? Ethereum, none of these other coins do, guys. On literal paper, XRP has a green light now for these certain banks to go live, right? And now, not to mention, we're going to start seeing more partnerships announcements like never before from Ripple, right? So let's be prepared, guys, because XRP is here to truly change the game. Now, it has truly begun. Why? The first biggest domino to have fallen was from Garlinghouse. Quote, "This is a win for Ripple. It's also a win for the entire crypto industry." End quote. And why do people still hate Garlinghouse, Ripple, and XRP, and we the community? I don't get it, because Ripple literally has fought for everyone out here, guys, right? It's for a win for the entire crypto industry. Check this out from Garlinghouse.
The SEC clearly lost as a matter of law. The SEC clearly lost as a matter of law, and the judge wrote, XRP is not a security.
That's all you need to hear. XRP is not a security. How are people still arguing that XRP can possibly be deemed a security? I don't get it. People are just making things out of thin air.
Kind of intrinsic thing. In certain circumstances, which is kind of a narrow definition around institutional sales, it could be a security. This is a win for Ripple. It's also a win for the entire crypto industry, and I think that's why you saw the crypto industry react so positively over the last 24 hours.
And guess what? Oh man, I'm so excited. Oh, someone. Guys, listen to this. Institutional sales were deemed securities, right? But that means at this point in time they're forced to buy on the open market, which literally forces the price of XRP to explode to the upside, right? So this has literally been planned since the beginning of time, right? To force everyone to buy on the open market, guys, right? To push the price up. So this has to mean we're about to literally pump. But I was going to say this in the previous video, yesterday, not in the previous, but yesterday, that XRP will rise every other crypto boat out there, right? As he does say, this is why cryptos pumped yesterday. Look at the charts, guys, right? Because of the XRP ruling. It's all in front of our face, guys. The SEC clearly lost a matter of law, and the judge wrote XRP is not a security in front of your own face. How do you still believe XRP is a security? I don't get it. Because from X Anderson, don't forget that XRP was registered as a virtual currency by FinCEN after a settlement back in 2015. FinCEN checkmark, virtual currency. SEC checkmark, not a security. Environmental standards checkmark because it's carbon neutral as well. Most regulated crypto in the United States, guys, right? You can't make this stuff up, because with institutional sales, right, by Ripple, they probably have to pay a fee, right, a penalty, because they did it back here, as it seems as Ripple was fined a civil money penalty of $700,000, but on the upside, it got closure about its status. FinCEN recognized XRP as a virtual currency, which would be registered exclusively with that regulator, guys, right? There you guys go. So it's all in front of our faces. I don't know how people are still arguing. These Bitcoin maximalists are coming out of the woodwork, out of nowhere, suddenly, when it's all good, when everything's good to go. They're starting to hate Ripple and XRP once again, right? We know it's official because the Ripple team has been celebrating, guys, right? And today is Friday, so there's probably going to be celebrations all over the weekend, to say the least. What are you guys doing? Let me comment down below. Do you guys have any plans for over the weekend and whatnot? Let me know. But from XRP Crypto Wolf, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse did a great job on Bloomberg, giving the XRP case mainstream media exposure, right? So check this out, guys.
In some ways, it's ironic. The mission statement of the United States Securities Exchange Commission is to protect investors. They went after Ripple, suggesting that all kinds of things, everything we were doing was selling an unregistered security, and the judge really very clearly said, sales through exchanges, not a security. When it's used for compensation, not a security. When it's used for incentives around the overall XRP ecosystem, not a security. So we have already.
I wanted to point out this case was a whole delay mechanism, right? Great job on Ripple, on the judge, and the SEC that worked together.
Moved a lot of our activity, and frankly 95% of our customers are non-US. So a lot of our activity has been outside the US jurisdiction because that's where our customer demand is. But I think that's where the US is losing. And I think what the SEC has been trying to do.
There you guys go. XRP is literally worldwide, guys, right? I'm sorry for pausing too much, but we could say a lot of things here.
Is to put power and politics over what is really just sound policy and providing clear rules of the road such that entrepreneurs and investors can participate in this amazing new market around crypto and blockchain technologies.
So this is still a legal process playing out. I think people watching, an SEC appeal process, what that looks like. What does it mean for your company in your business in the interim?
Look, as a matter of law, the law of the land right now is that XRP is not a security. And until there is an opportunity for the SEC to file an appeal, which would take years, and frankly, we're very optimistic. If they were to file an appeal, we think that only further solidifies the decision this judge made. Because, look, as a matter of law, as a matter of the facts, and really as a matter of looking back in the history here, for the SEC, really it's overreach to suggest, as the chair has said many times, that basically everything in the crypto space is a security. Well, we now have a judge very clearly saying that is just not true, and very clearly saying XRP is not a security on exchanges and all these different use cases, which I think helps the whole industry for sure. So this is a win for Ripple. It's also a win for the entire crypto industry, and I think that's why you saw the crypto industry react so positively over the last 24 hours.
There you guys go, right? It's all in front of our faces that things are looking very bullish now. Not to mention, Bitcoin ETF is about to get approved as well, guys, right? So many bullish things. How were you bearish last year, guys? I don't get it, right? We were gobbling up all these cheap crypto prices. Not financial advice, but look how it's turning out now. Here we go. So now the Bitcoin maximalists, these people are coming out of the woodwork, guys, from Max Kaiser, one of the first people to say, I'm surprised anyone thinks this is a win for XRP. This price reaction looks underwhelming. So this is the XRP to Bitcoin pairing, if I'm not mistaken, guys, right? And he's just making fun of the XRP holders, as you guys can see, right? A small pump up compared to Bitcoin for the previous years and whatnot. But, oh wow, he's literally going on a tear. What's happening here, guys? Look at this thread. Wow. Right, and then and he points out that Brad rug pull everyone again. Guys, Max Kaiser, huh? Max Kaiser. Max Kaiser, your time is coming. Your time is coming. It's going to be a very sweet day when Bitcoin literally collapses to 1 to 3K, and then all these people will go broke and probably sell at the lows, and then I'll buy all their cheap Bitcoin. I promise I'll buy their cheap Bitcoin, guys. Right? And the XRP community, the XRP army is coming, replying back to his tweet, cope extra strength, guys, right? This is the craziest thing. At least the army's supporting, obviously, Ripple and XRP, right? So, that's just one tweet, by the way. Let's be honest. That price reaction, right? I mean, when people did say that when Ripple or XRP will get clarity, XRP will probably pump to $10 immediately, or all sorts of crazy numbers, right? But what it is this right here. It's in the right direction, right? We're going to go up now, guys. It's time. These Bitcoin maximalists are afraid because XRP is about to be the #1 coin. I believe so, right? XRP as a token now has as much clarity as Bitcoin, if not more, guys, right? This is why they're all scared. Not to mention, we see more of these videos from the Bitcoin maximalists coming out and about. You're being lied to about the XRP case. Here's what you need to know, guys, right? And these people are talking about how they can still XRP can still possibly be deemed a security at one point in time in the future, but the judge literally clearly stated that XRP is not a security, right? The institutional sales from the beginning were, but they're probably going to Ripple's probably going to pay a fine and then move on, right, and march forward. Look what but the only thing I do agree here is the statement from him. at this point in time. Check this out.
Concerning. Now, at the end of the day, if you guys had positions in XRP, hats off to you guys if you made these returns. But it's important to note that taking profits along the way, protecting those gains, locking them in, is not always a bad step. Especially if your goal is to hedge against inflation or protect your purchasing power. When you get these kind of moves, sometimes it's best to take your chips off the table. I'm gonna let you guys make that decision. I'm gonna let you interpret things how you want from this, guys. But I'm gonna continue to follow this story and so much more here as we continue to get more developments around this.
So there you guys go. Basically, it's never a bad idea to take profits, guys. But I'm not here to trade. Certain people are traders. I'm just a hodler, right? A holder. There's different strategies that different people have in play. Trading is not my strategy. I have traded XRP before with leverage, 10x, 20x, 30x. I made money, but I never cashed out because of emotions, right? So trading isn't for me. Trading is actually easy, but it all depends on emotions, guys, at the end of the day. Now, Judge Torres didn't decide XRP was an insecurity, right? Again, look look at their bio, guys, right? Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. And then CryptoLock comes back. XRP as a digital token is not in and of itself a contract, transaction, or scheme, right? It's right there, guys, right? XRP is not a security even from Ripple. Oh man, it's going to be a sweet day when Bitcoin literally collapses. From Sir Alderodi, even he comes out with, look at this, Coinbase chief legal officer. They stated, no question, absolutely no question, right? XRP is not a security. There's no doubt about that, because this is from Coinbase, guys. Don't be misled that Judge Torres ruled that sometimes XRP is a security and sometimes it isn't. That's exactly the opposite of what she ruled. XRP itself is never a security, but people are still saying it is. How is this possible? Guys, people are don't know are they on drugs or something? I have no clue. These Bitcoin maximalists need to be humbled, guys, right? And when will they be? When it literally dies and comes back alive. But when it dies, they're going to leave. Page 15, quotes XRP, which we just read, right? So, right, we have been telling Coinbase for a long damn time to relist it, but at least they finally made the right choice. Here comes Nick Carter, guys, right? All these maximalists talk about Ripple isn't Ripple. This isn't a big win for Ripple, right? Ripple still faces massive recession. I mean, this is the craziest thing, guys. That's all I needed to know. Haters gonna hate, right? Here are more haters, guys, right? They're talking about how XRP is still a security and whatnot, and there's going to be trouble ahead for Ripple and XRP. But this person right here is the founder or the VP of platform and security of Chia Projects, right? And their investors are the Galaxy Digital, which connects to that Mike Novogratz, right? Ethereum guy. So it's the funniest thing, guys. And this is why they're exactly scared and shook of the Ripple versus SEC conclusion. It's because of this. This is actually terrible news.
What happened today with the SEC versus Ripple case?
Oh my gosh. Well, I was incredibly happy at the beginning. Now I've read through the whole opinion, digested it, and, unfortunately, it's not the greatest. It's actually terrible news for every other crypto not named XRP, baby. Yeah!
Oh! There we go, guys. There we go. This is why they're so pissed, because it's bad for every other cryptocurrency out there. Ethereum, everyone, every other S coin and meme coin. Your time has come. Watch.
Oh! Oh man, no, it's
Ready, you dog, and they said lawyers are boring.
we gotta keep the momentum going, because I am like a lot of everybody else here. It's only 4:30, 4:40 where I am, but I'm feeling some of that adrenaline run out. But
the floor is yours.
There we go, guys. Right, that was clickbait. That was clickbait. Do I make the title? Do I make that the title of my video today? I don't know. We'll see. You guys will see when you guys see it. From Charles Gasper, I don't know what's happening with these people, guys. I don't know. Something seems very odd with these people. Breaking after the great Ripple XRP victory, the coin is now below 70 cents and falling, right? Why are these people bashing XRP? I don't get it, guys, right? Wasn't Charles supporting Ripple and XRP at one point in time, but out of nowhere he changed his tune, right? And then he's friends with Johnny Deaton. I mean, I don't know what's happening, guys, right? Look at this. He was retiring and XRP will have to wait. Sad. Huh. This is what's happening with these people, guys, right? Oh, it could be that he's just why is he possibly mad? It's because pretty disappointing Brad Garlinghouse chose at CNBC for his first network interview over Fox Business. Maybe that's why, right? That they didn't get Brad Garlinghouse on the show. Maybe. But someone replied, I mean, can you really blame him? At least Charles Gasperino, if not both of you, have flopped as far as what you believe to be true, right? Exactly. So I don't know, guys. People are saying it's Charles' fault. Who knows, right? It's a crazy day. But what we do know is XRP, the first and only digital asset with lawful clarity affirmed by a United States federal judge, right? Bitcoin isn't. Ethereum isn't. Tether isn't. Tether is about to collapse. Ethereum, your time isn't coming. I promise. Bitcoin collapses because of the green narrative issue, and it'll rise like the phoenix again, right? Bitcoin I'll buy when a little. I'll take the Bitcoin maximalist coins when it's time, but XRP will truly reign supreme, in my humble opinion. Let it be. Then we see here from Johnny Deaton. Thanks again to one of the best in the business. Right, so we see an interview between the two right here. Let's check this out, guys. Again, it's all about Ripple XRP for the next few days. I promise it's going to be legendary, right? Check this out.
In the world of crypto over the SEC, after a 3-year court battle, a federal judge ruling that crypto tokens sold to the public are not securities. Joining me now, crypto law founder John Deaton to react. And John, let me just look a little bit here, just share a little bit of what Judge Annalisa Torres of the Southern District of New York sort of issued here. That when Ripple sold XRP to institutional investors and over-the-counter trades with due diligence and investment agreements, it was a quote-unquote investment contract, and so a security offering. When Ripple sold XRP to retail investors on exchange trades anonymously with no disclosure, that it was not an investment contract, so not a securities offering. So it doesn't necessarily feel like there's clarity here, but the world of crypto is treating this as a major victory.
It is a major victory. But first, I had to be here, Charles, in person in studio with you because you're one of the few that have told this story from the retail investor. Other channels don't. So I'm here to thank you for that. Monumental victory. And it's good news for Coinbase. Basically, what we thought, the 75,000 XRP holders that challenged the SEC, we were saying, listen, you can't expand investment contracts to people on exchanges where there's a blind bid and ask. How do you rely on the efforts of someone you don't know is selling you the token? And that's what the judge did. She said direct sales by Ripple to hedge funds. They were relying on Ripple, and it was more like an investment contract. But when you go on an exchange, and the buyer on the exchange doesn't know who's selling, it's a blind bid ask situation, how do you rely? And so all she did was apply the law, and we won. Huge victory for crypto. When I was on your show, I wore my XRP shirt. I'm wearing my entire crypto shirt. Right?
You got the whole fit there, my man.
Because it's good news for all of crypto.
But the story's not over, is it? I mean, we know Gary Gensler, for whatever reason, I feel like he's been talking out of both sides of his mouth from the very beginning of this, and particularly look before he was in this job. As a professor, seemed like he had a whole different take on this, looked like he was more embracing of it. I'm not sure if it comes with the job that you have to sort of, I don't know what went wrong, but he has become sort of like Captain Ahab, and crypto in general, but specifically this case feels like Moby Dick.
Absolutely. But just think of this. In 2018 at MIT, he said 75% of the market are commodities. All of a sudden, he becomes SEC chair. Elizabeth Warren, his pal, goes on this anti-crypto agenda and campaign, and all of a sudden, everything's a security except Bitcoin. And he got called out today.
Is it legally a move that the SEC can make now? Is there there's always seems like there's something.
There's always something. Listen,
what are you bracing for?
What I'm bracing for is there's going to be a jury trial with the two executives, but there's going to be appeals. But this is what Gary Gensler is going to do. He's either going to read the tea leaves. You got Larry Fink coming out adopting crypto, and you got this ruling. That's massive news for crypto. But I wouldn't be surprised if Gary Gensler digs his heels in and we see another enforcement action yet soon.
In the meantime, you just read my mind for my next question in terms of adoption. A lot of folks on the street who 2 years ago said we'd never be involved in this, and they're like, yeah, we're going to get involved. I mean, so the credibility factor has gone up. You can't argue when the largest entities on Wall Street say we want a piece of the action. So it feels like between that, you start to look at supply and demand, where all the cryptos off balance sheet from. It feels like crypto, particularly Bitcoin, on the cusp of a major move higher. It just feels that way if you read the tea leaves on the hoarding of crypto, the hoarding of Bitcoin, some of these major announcements.
We did say, how can you be bearish? I don't get it, guys, right? How? Because BlackRock is into the play. All these ETFs are about to get approved. XRP now has clarity. Banks are about to go live. Partnerships are about to be announced. Things are looking really good, but people are still bearish. That is just your opinion. Let it be. But hopefully you'll be on the right side of history. Not financial waste, not financial waste, and not financial waste, guys.
Announcements, the legal victories, and some of the big players coming in.
Absolutely. 75% of Bitcoin hasn't moved in a year. So those people are holding.
That's what you call diamond hands.
Absolutely. And you and I talked about something, and when I talked about what's going to happen is when the traditional players come in after they crush the market and they get a bigger slice, then all of a sudden we'll see a different sway. And you told me, John, that's been going on for decades, right? And so I think that's what we're seeing.
Right.
But when the largest asset manager in the world gets on TV and starts talking about Bitcoin and crypto revolution finance, it's changed.
Well, I'm glad you made it in, John, because you are a hero. You are a hero. There's so many people, I see small investors fighting these fights, and Wall Street puts up these fortresses. They try to, listen, they've got unlimited budgets, and still people are not blinking. That's 75%. Those diamond hands are a whole lot of small investors who believe, and you help them a lot. Thank you, Charles. Appreciate it.
There we go, guys, right? A beautiful sight to see that finally news channels, all news channels are starting to talk about XRP again, right? And now it's being in the forefront. So there we go. This was the final two for today's video. I may honestly make another video after this, guys, right? Because there's so much news. Let us go, guys. Let's go. Not finished, not finished. Let's be prepared. But anyways, guys, hope you guys amazing. See ya.